Sarah Sullivan with Life Stylized, and we're going to talk about what we just heard from Rano, potentially, if you just saw that video, about the who's and the what's and the whys and what are these systems. And I'm here to share with you the importance of, if you're running a campaign, how each of these systems support you in actually understanding what your audience really wants. Because marketing is not so much about, look at me, I have this cool thing. It's some of that, but it's also about what does your audience want? How can you better serve them and their needs? And the only way to find that out is to actually be in touch with them in some way and get data back, get responses back. Now, not to say your audience would actually respond to you and tell you unless you specifically ask them, and there are ways to do that as well. But built into these systems, there is that dialogue that happens, and there's this tracking that happens along the way. So for example, your website, you can plug in Google Analytics. It's another free service that you just sign up for it. If you already have a Gmail account, you use the same login information. You go to google.com/analytics, and you can log in and sign up for an analytics account. They'll ask you a few questions, and then they provide you with a code, which there's a plugin on WordPress that makes it very easy to put the code in, so you don't have to be a programmer or really that tech savvy to do it, but sometimes it does help. So then all of a sudden now, anything that's happening on your website, you can then go back to Google Analytics, log in, and find out how many people have looked at your website, what pages have they looked at, what have they clicked at, how many visitors, how long they spent on your site, a whole bunch of really, really, really great information, which is super helpful. So if you're sending emails and you're wondering is anybody even reading the blogs, you can look and find out. Or you can find out, is my Facebook strategy helpful? Because I can see that all of these people came from Facebook, and none of them came from YouTube, or none of them came from my email system. So you put more of your efforts into Facebook. So that's that system. Any of the email systems also provide some great tracking information as well. So you can check your open rates. So based on different headlines and different things that you put, who's opening, how often they're opening, what percentage they're opening, and then you can actually decide, okay, what are they clicking on? So say I have an event that I want filled, and I'm doing all this great marketing, and I'm giving all this great valuable content, and I want to get them over to the page on my website that is actually the sign-up page, which we call a sales page. So a sales page is the one page that's going to actually give information on your program, which is what we set up for you, for your wisdom circle. So you send out an email saying, hey, I've got this great wisdom circle, check it out. You send them over to your website to learn about it, where you've got all the information, the benefits of why that is such a great program, and you have no signups. And you're like, what the heck? And you think, oh, nobody likes me, nobody wants it. You know, you make all these beliefs that are not supportive, when actually people do want it, but maybe your headline was bad, or maybe it was, you know, a bad day for emails, or maybe... Okay, so you can check and see, well, did I have a good open rate? Did people click? Well, nobody clicked, so I need to improve my marketing in my email. The sales page is probably just fine. So you send a few more emails, you try different subjects, you try different little tidbits and wisdom, and you play with your email. Right? Mm-hmm. So that's one way to discover. Then, all of a sudden, you get a couple people clicking, but nobody's buying. So you're like, okay, so I know that people are clicking because I've got the information to tell me 10 people clicked on that link, they went to my sales page, but they still didn't buy. Okay, so that tells me that it was interesting enough to get them to click, but something doesn't capture their attention over here. So now you can tweak your sales page and say, well, maybe my headline needs something better, or maybe I need to put more benefits in. And, you know, there's lots of different things. And so in marketing, the thing that they say the most is tweak something and go again. And then tweak something and go again. So you're starting to track along the way. So you're creating valuable information about your audience in which to better tailor your message and or product. Sometimes you'll find out it actually just wasn't a good product for your audience. We have these great ideas. We're like, I want to do this workshop on this. All right. And you put all these systems together and you get everything and you get it all set and you send it out. Nobody wants it. Right. Nobody wants it.
That's usually the problem.
And they're done that. Or your marketing's off. Then they're done that. Right? People really wanted it, but you just didn't have the marketing down. So that's why all of this is super, super valuable. Because if you're going to put the effort forward, you want to be successful. And you want your audience to buy from you because you want to deliver valuable services.
And you want to be able to measure it so that way.
And you want to be able to measure it so
that's the key.
Yeah, you're understanding all along so that you can make decisions based on fact, not on beliefs, which is super helpful in the world of feeling good about what you do and helping others.
Perfect.
So, Bye.